Hey guys, we're going to be replacing the wheel studs with extended ARP wheel studs. The regular ones are about 1 and 3/4. The new ones are going to be just a tad over 2.5 inches at 2.55 inches. So this is the steps. If you like, please subscribe. Thank you. We're going to start by removing the wheel, and then we've got to remove the caliper. As you can see, we're running the Brembo GTS rotors here with the 345mm brake discs, rotors. So wheels off, let's get the caliper off. So with the Brembos, it's different in how you remove the calipers. Just over here we have 2 Allen key wrenches that we're going to have to use. That's one, and that's the second, and that's holding on to the bracket that's keeping it all in place. So let's see if we have to remove that once we take this off. So as I said, we start by removing the sensor here. I broke it loose with a 10mm, and once that's off, we're just gonna tuck it out of the way. Okay, let's just get that back up there, and then get the screw back in there so we don't lose it. And now these suckers. So this is a number 10 also, Allen key. It's a big one. Might need some force, so getting the right tools helps. This one. Bottom. So these are expensive calipers, and most people will just leave it on the lower control arm, but I think with any bashing that we do, there is a good chance that it could topple over. So I just went ahead and secured it to the control arm, and now that that came off relatively easily. Just going to remove this rotor here and see what's next. I'm going to show you how, just to knock this out. A few knocks and it comes out. And now to show you a comparison of the 2 different studs being used. So you can see the original one is here, and this is the new ARP chromoly 2.5 inch, sizable difference. And well, I'm hoping it'll look cooler too, especially on the racetrack. I mean, it's going to help us a lot. It's peace of mind that nothing's going to snap and nothing's going to fly off. And I ended up buying this kit here. It came with the 3 nuts, different sizes. I think you can even do a Jeep with this sucker here. But this is to press the new studs back in place. This was, I think, about 14 bucks. It's not bad. You can do it yourself. Let's see how it works out. And there you have it. All 5 were done in like a minute. Not difficult. I'd highly recommend you guys upgrading to these, because the factory ones are known to snap. So managed to do the front ones. That was relatively simple, no brain power, just focus on the job, take your time, and you should actually get each side done in about 10-15 minutes. It's not hard. This the back part now. I heard a lot of people having issues and not seen any videos on how to do the back because of the drum setup, the parking brake setup. So let's see what we got to do. We're gonna have to undo the caliper again, remove the rotor, and then see if we have any space. So hang in there. So caliper's off, rotor's off. I made a mistake earlier on. The front rotors are actually 350 mil and the back rotors are 345, so I have to excuse that. Now removing these studs does look like it might be pretty tight in these areas, so I'm going to try locating a place. I think that's going to be my target place there, or this side, which is easier for you guys to see, that there is some gap in there, and I'm hoping taking this out will be easy, but because the new studs are longer, a lot longer, we might have an issue. So hopefully we don't have to undo any of these bolts here that people are talking about, which is a whole new can of worms. Then let's see if we can actually get this done without removing anything else. So, well, I punched one out and it looks like there's not a, I mean, you can take it out for sure, but putting the new ones in this way is really not going to work. So we're gonna undo these 4 bolts that are hiding by the rear axle. If you can see them, there's one, and there's 4 of these over there. There's 3, and you'll see the other one somewhere just there. So let's undo those and see how we go from there. So I ended up having to remove the 4 bolts that were holding the hub in place. These suckers. Those are 14 mil. And this retainer nut, I had to remove that to be able to get this unit out. Once this unit is out, the hub, then you've got to play around with it to get this wheel stud in place. So, and you got to do some turning and twisting to get each one in, and I need 2 hands for this. So let's see. Yeah, we did get it in, or not. But I have tried it, and it is possible to do it this way. It makes it a bit easier than battling the other way. So I'm gonna try getting these suckers in, one after the other. And I think a better idea would have been to hit these pieces, these old lug nuts a little bit, so they could be just tapped out instead of doing just the one. I think that's the way to go. Knock them all a little bit so they're on the looser side, and then once you've got this hub out, you can just give it one knock and while you're holding it, so you don't damage anything, and get it done. So I managed to complete both sides at the back. The idea was to release the calipers and remove the rotors, take off this 14 mil bolt from the bottom. So that allows you to remove the axle. Not remove the axle, but just shift it out of place. You're going to have to undo that big bad boy with one of these, and this is a 32 mil socket. So you're going to need one of those for the back if you plan on doing it. Now, if you're remotely mechanically inclined, you've got this. You know, it's a matter of playing with it. It's not difficult. You don't need mechanical aptitude to perform this swap. You know, you could save $350, $100 on doing this yourself. And I wanted to do this on the ground at home, just to show you guys that it is possible with basic tools. I mean, I know that 32 mil socket is not basic, but you could probably rent one and get it done. And then just put the everything back together again, make sure the notch is where you started with. And we've got the same Allen key wrench set up. On this side you don't have to really remove anything except for removing that you know, brake handbrake cable that, from the lower control arm, just to help you get, you know, space to maneuver. Hopefully this was helpful. If it was, let me know. I can do some more videos for you guys, and we'll see you guys at the meets. Awesome.